What makes someone walk alone into predator territory after dark? For this homesteader, it's just another night off-grid, but the forest had other plans. So, what happened? Tonight's first video comes from Forbidden Forest Farm, a channel documenting solo yurt living and wilderness survival in the American backcountry. He made it out with the footage. It's July 29th, 2026, on a remote woodland property in the United States.
Freaking ferns are tall. They're up to my chest. Not that that's saying much, I'm pretty short, but regardless, they're probably 3.5 foot tall. Not too buggy tonight. A little bit. We ended up getting in here about, I don't know, probably about 7:30, so it's still light out. I didn't video it when we came in, but ended up figuring out how we were getting a couple bugs inside the yurt. Over the winter, when the dome shifted, it actually pulled some of the insulation away from that window I never trimmed. So there was a gap because I never ended up, sorry, there's a bunch of noises around me all over the place right now. Probably rabbits and grouse and whatnot. Anyways, there was a bunch of mosquitoes getting in last time we were here, and I couldn't quite figure out why. So there was a gap between the window and...
Rustling erupts in the trees. Something stops behind the ferns. His flashlight sweeps the perimeter and catches glowing eyes watching from the darkness. Suspecting a wolf, he backs away slowly, keeping watch behind him.
There are literally sounds all around me right now. Not like big trees clanking though, but you can hear footsteps, like very, very lightly. I'm not that far from camp. I think I'm about a quarter mile, maybe half mile. All right, I'm gonna turn my light off and see if they come closer.
Multiple animals now track him from the tree line on both sides. They avoid the open path, flanking him through the dense woods, wolves or coyotes moving as a pack.
And then I clicked on my flashlight, and bam, there was two eyes in front of me in the woods. So I just yelled at it, pulled my firearm, just in case. Yeah, something's still following me. I'm guessing it's coyotes. But anyways, pulled my firearm, yelled at it, kind of stood there, and then slowly backed off. I'm still hearing in the perimeter here. It's not super close. Maybe 25 yards off to the side. I can see the yurt. Oh, okay. Feel a little bit better. pond's basically dried up to nothing.
He navigates near total darkness when immediate rustling sounds ahead. Flashlight on, a pair of eyes stares back from close range. He draws his firearm, yells to assert dominance, and backs away as it retreats. The yurt comes into view when yellow eyes appear directly on the trail ahead. The creature briefly steps out before vanishing. He makes a swift final push to safety. He reaches the yurt perimeter, unharmed. No shots fired. Just over half a mile of being tracked and flanked by predators in the dark. Air conditioning's never sounded better. That's the price of off-grid living when the wilderness tests back. But honestly, that was way too close. An abandoned property in the woods doesn't sound like much. Just overgrowth. Just decay. But when the buildings start making noise, the darkness gets teeth. So, what happened? The second video tonight comes from Mr. Rylan, a channel exploring isolated overgrown properties at night with raw first-person footage. The camera kept rolling. It's August 1st, 2026, in the United States.
Just for the record.
Oh man,
Let's get the story straight.
me and Uncle Tom were fishing. It was getting pretty late.
Uncle Neil's cabin.
Me and him are stupid, and we are here at a haunted...
What?
Yes, the camera quality is going to be super blurry, guys. You're just going to have to deal with it.
It's just like a backrooms video, but whatever. Okay.
Will I upload this? I don't know. If nothing happens, probably not. If something happens, heck yeah.
Okay, so how about we go like around the property in like the grassy areas, and then we can, if we're feeling brave enough, we can go in the woods. But I mean, we are in the woods, but I'm talking like
Deep in the woods. Imagine how
So,
creepy that building will look now.
Look to the left right now. The left.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's the woods. But like it gets thicker, I promise. Okay.
So what, you want to go this way?
My stomach just made a really creepy sound. Wait, let's not stop, please.
Sorry.
If we stop, we just...
Something's going to get us, you're right. There's so many creepy buildings on this property, what the heck? Like, I know that was just an animal,
That's
but
the
it's...
same sound I heard when Roadrest. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
That's a
an
squirrel, it sounds like.
See, the car is just off to the left. The left.
Two explorers set off at night around an isolated property. One flashlight cuts through the dark as they navigate past abandoned structures and decaying vehicles, listening to distant animal calls. Two grown men, one flashlight, bold strategy.
Bones. You can't make this stuff up. That is a pile of fucking bones.
Oh. Is that a pelvis? Holy
God help us. Do you want to leave now? Because I do.
Did you hear that? Stop, dude. Shine it back. Shine it back. Is there any more around here? Are these human?
That does not look like a human spine.
What would be that big? Oh wait, they do dump deer out here every now and then.
A path through the darkness reveals a large bone pile. Jawbone, pelvis, scattered remains. The discovery spikes their fear and triggers an immediate urge to leave. Passing an abandoned building with metal sliding doors, a violent rumbling erupts from inside. The doors shake as if something wants out. Both men scream and flee toward their tent base.
No. Dude, okay, no, they're sliding doors.
Mother.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Holy fuck. Brother.
There's fucking shadows bouncing around up there.
Oh yeah, you're attracting bugs with that light.
They attempt to bypass the creepy house through dense woods, but quickly lose their bearings in the dark. Disoriented beside the dilapidated structure, anxiety spikes before they manage to turn back. Great time to discover you're both bad with directions. The metallic rumbling, scattered bones, and thick darkness that swallowed their direction. All of it rattled them. The smell drifting from the building sealed it. They packed up and left. I think I'll be sleeping with the lights on tonight. 10 p.m. A whoop echoes across the hills. Something's at the barn. He grabs his flashlight and heads toward the noise. But these woods don't give up secrets easily. The third video tonight comes from Sasquatch and Paranormal in Wineberry Holler, an Appalachian homestead channel documenting Bigfoot activity and unexplained vocalizations. The footage exists, so here we are. It's July 27th, 2026, in the Appalachian region.
That whoops. That's a whoop in the distance.
Approaching the lower barn with caution, he recalls hearing distinct sounds earlier, something attempting to force open the barn doors from outside.
The barn door was open. Was that open before, Rachel?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Not that part, was it?
No. It was cracked.
Yeah, it was cracked, but not open all the way.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's pushed all the way. That's what we heard. Because there was stuff blocking it. It wasn't, there was stuff blocking it.
Yeah.
That's what we heard. There
It
was,
was like cracked open.
yeah.
But it wasn't all the way open.
Something's pushed that back in because there's,
Panther.
what was that?
Panther.
Where's he at? Panther!
Oh, here's somewhere dead.
Scanning foliage and creekbed with flashlights, both experience an overwhelming feeling of being watched from the brush. The intensity triggers a sharp surge of adrenaline.
Sorry, baby. I didn't know you were that
Listen.
big.
There was whistles. You was talking, but there was whistles. Did you hear it? It went whoosh, whoosh. Okay. Where you? Oh. There's that little cubby hole back in there. Something's weird going on down in here tonight. Right, I heard that big boom. And then after that big boom, I heard that whooping up in the mountains, right? And then it started to come closer. And then I heard something down here in the creek, like running around down the creek. It sounded like a bunch of horses or something galloping in the creek. Which we know that's what they sound like when they're running through the creek. And then I heard them screams, remember?
Yeah.
And it was so far away, I don't know if I got it on audio, on here or not. That's all.
Sharp, deliberate whistling cuts through their conversation from the darkness nearby. intelligent entities tracking their movements. He recounts a rapid escalation, a loud boom, mountain whoops, heavy galloping through the creek bed like horses or large bipeds, and distant, chilling screams echoing through the night. Whoops escalated to physical interference. The manipulated barn door, deliberate whistles, and heavy creak movement indicated an active, observant presence on the property. After standing in darkness to bait a response, the entities went quiet. They retreated to the house, agreeing the backyard was off limits for the night. Backyard's now a no-go zone. Bold move for a homestead. I'm not sure I'd have stayed past that first whoop. You've visited a historic site, read the plaque, taken a photo, moved on. Most people leave before dark. This team sets up equipment and waits for something to answer back. So, what happened? The fourth video tonight comes from Ghost Echoes of the Past, a UK channel blending wartime history with spirit boxes and ITC software in English woodlands. The camera kept rolling. It's July 28, 2026, at Brindley Village, Cannock Chase, England.
A torch that we've got was fully charged this morning. It's a brand new battery and brand new torch, and that battery has drained almost instantly whilst visiting one of the memorials just to the right of me over here. So looks like we might be in for a fun night with some evidence. I just thought I'd get this bit recorded before we record the rest later.
Equipment anomalies begin immediately at the memorial stone. A brand new, fully charged flashlight battery drains completely within seconds. Not the confidence boost you want 2 minutes in. The sudden failure sets a tense tone before the investigation fully starts.
That was not there.
Yeah, that wasn't Beth.
Are you here, Beth?
Well, there's that 10 again.
There's a lot of 10
So,
There's a lot of numbers just being read on there.
So apparently Donna did hear a 5 and 6.
Well, that said 5, that said 5, 8 and 3. Beth, do you want to do some counting for us?
hey Beth, you like this one. Let's see if we can get you to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Their secondary 4K static camera in the dark woods repeatedly loses autofocus, hunting for subject lock on its own. This coincides with reports of light distortions and shadow figures in the trees.
What the fuck was that? Okay, so you're not a soldier. Is that right?
Did you hear that?
Is that right? Is that right?
He's dozing rod for going up. He's dozing.
Show us with the rod. What the fuck was that? Show us with the rod. Show us with the rod.
Following a spirit app alert for prowling and more low growls, an investigator separates into the pitch-black tree line. He searches for a natural animal explanation, but finds no signs of physical life. Spoiler, he doesn't find one. Rapid power loss, responsive ITC communication, camera malfunctions, physical reactions to growls. The abandoned village delivered more than anticipated. Unprompted audio responses and persistent anomalous energy left questions unanswered. They're planning an immediate return to investigate those dark woods further. Would you go back after that? What makes someone sit in a dark woods with a Ouija board asking for names? For this team, it's reaching through the veil. But sometimes, something reaches back with intent. The fifth video tonight comes from Spirit Arc Paranormal, a UK channel focused on real-world ghost hunting and Ouija board experiments in haunted woods and graveyards. He made it out with the footage.
Michael and I were at Warburton Church, the first location where we used a Ouija board. This was the starting point of our experience and the first place where we attempted a session together.
So, before placing your hands on the planchette, I give thanks to the spirits I am about to invite. This graveyard and the grounds have become a sacred space. I invite the divine and compassionate, loving ancestors to be present. I ask for guidance and protection of my guardian angels, as well as Daniel's, to ensure only good and benevolent energies enter this space. Right. So anyone that is watching this, just make sure you never play alone.
The session begins in the church graveyard. Energy remains faint, the board barely moving, several questions going unanswered before they decide to pack up and relocate.
We then went to Princess Park Woods in Earlham, where the session took a turn for the worst. The responses became much more active and unsettling.
Drawing in spirit energy.
If there's any spirits here, they go from A to M and from N to Z. Numbers 1 to 0. This is yes, this is no. And then goodbyes for the at the end of the session. Is there any spirits here with us?
Remember, don't be afraid.
Retreating to lighter woods near the medieval Aram Hall site, the atmosphere shifts. The planchette contacts a spirit group of 3 friendly individuals passing through. The main communicator reveals he was 45 years old when he passed. Friendlier crowd, this lot. The entity reveals death in 2006. On-site research finds a matching news record from January 2006. A fatal accident on Liverpool Road involving a 45-year-old individual. Eerie confirmation. Reviewing historical matches late at night, an unexpected ambient noise echoes from the dark tree line behind them, startling the investigators. A hostile entity spelling death threats, then historical validation from a friendly spirit. The contrast between Princess Park Woods and Aram Hall was stark. One wanted them gone. The other had a story to tell. I'm still trying to process that shift from die to a name and a date that checked out. He's throwing stones at midnight, demanding a response from the darkness. Something rustles in the trees. He raises his flashlight to check, but here's the twist. Let's get into it. The final video tonight comes from Paranormal Protocol, a UK team exploring castles and ruins with gear and a skeptical eye. The footage exists, so here we are. It's July 24th, 2026 at Ludgershall Castle, United Kingdom.
Hey guys, well, we're at a new location tonight. We are at, you can see in the background, Ludgershall Castle. Now this is the first visit here. My apologies, my voice is a bit croaky. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so if I don't sound great, just have to bear with me. I'm not on my own tonight. I have actually got someone else with me, who you will see shortly. I'm just going to give you an aerial view of where we are and the ruins. So here we go. I'll give you a wander around now. It's a lovely, beautiful evening at the moment. It's not too cold. It's probably about 18, 19 degrees. Slight breeze. But it's quite comfortable, especially after how hot it's been all day.
The team arrives early evening for a daylight walkthrough. The host provides an aerial overview of the surviving tower ruins and medieval earthworks, assessing the site before nightfall.
They just light up. Is that someone there? Is that you lighting that up? Can you do it again? Can you make it go higher? Just going to put the torch down for a minute. I think my thing's gone off.
Where's your phone?
There we go. My mic's on now. It was turned off. It obviously went on standby. You want us to leave? Well, we're not ready to leave yet. We want you to show us that you're here. Give us an indication that you're here. You going to light the K2 up in Mark's hand again? Thank you. Can you light it up more?
Moving to the ruined bridge, they set up motion-activated cat balls along walls and ground, activating them to monitor for physical manipulation in the center of the ruins.
Basement. I don't think that's the word you would know what a basement is. Back in your day, it wouldn't have been called a basement, it would have been called a cellar. Or a dungeon. So this is why I do not believe in these apps and that it's just a word bank. But I thought we'd do it for a bit of fun, bit of entertainment, just see what it says. I take a lot of it.
Watching you.
I take a lot of it with a pinch of salt. See, apparently I'm being watched. Said I take it with a pinch of salt. How can you trust software created by somebody that's just got a load of words and it randomly spews out words, and you can link it to anything in any situation you're in most of the time. So then that's why people put a lot of faith in these ghost hunting apps.
He hurls a heavy stone into the clearing, challenging any spirit to mirror the act. Immediately, rustling sounds from adjacent trees. They investigate with a flashlight, but he attributes the noise to cattle in a neighboring farm shed rather than paranormal activity. Started as a ghost hunt, ended as a lesson in skepticism. The K2 spiked. The app said leave, and the cat balls sat waiting. When the rustling came after his stone throw, he didn't see proof. He saw cattle. Not every noise in the dark is a ghost. Sometimes it's just cows. But honestly, that was not okay. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.